Peace, family. Hello, how are you? This is Dr. Kia. It's Tuesday, March 8th, 2022. And I think it's probably like 11:30 or something like that. I don't know, but I am so excited. Oh my God. I had to tell you some breaking news. Listen, something always happens geopolitically on Tuesday. I don't know what it is about Tuesday, but they love Tuesdays. You know, usually they do a State of the Union address on Tuesday. They make these announcements on Tuesdays, and great things happen on Tuesdays. And when I mentioned it to my son, he said, well, Mom, Tuesday is a day of war. I didn't know that. So a war day or something like that. Those of you who study astrology, you can tell me what's up with a Tuesday. But you guys, guess what? Oh, my God. Wait a minute. Let me drink a fruit smoothie. This is my banana, chocolate, peanut butter, strawberry smoothie. Holla at your girl if you got to have a smoothie in the morning. Hold on. Family, gold just hit $2,055 an ounce. Oh my God. Y'all, this is it. I'm telling you, I am so excited. Remember, just a couple days ago, I said, listen, they always talk about Russia. Russia all my life has been the big bad boogeyman. He's coming to get you. The big bear is out to get you. When I was a kid, we had these nuclear war announcements or drills and in the school, and you would hear the siren going, and then they would tell us to run and hide underneath our desks because Russia could be coming at any minute. And this was a drill to prepare for Russia, like hiding under your desk was going to save you. And then they got sophisticated and started hiding us into the basement of the school. Then later on down the line, it was Russia can send a nuclear attack at any time. So people have fallout shelters and shelters attached to their homes so they can hide and run from the imminent attack from Russia. Then, you know, this all my life, Russia. There was Russiagate when number 45 was in office, which he still is behind the scenes. But guess what? They thought they were going to put sanctions on Russia. They tried to make them look bad because they went into the Ukraine, and it wasn't a war to harm the people, because the Ukrainian people were online saying, we're glad Russia's here because they're saving us from the deep state that's been controlling us, which really isn't necessarily Ukrainians, but it's, according to them, Germans who went into the Ukraine under the Nazi regime and took over, just like they came to the United States. But anyway, they thought they were going to put sanctions on Russia, and they tried to make us think that Russia was the big bad guy, declaring war on the Ukraine. So they thought they were going to, give them a bad name and put sanctions on them. And so Russia said, checkmate, biatch, checkmate. We're returning to the gold standard. How about that? We don't need the USD, the United States fiat dollar. We don't even need the euro. We don't need nothing y'all have to offer, because we're going to use God's money, real money, silver and gold. How about that? I love it. You guys, I am so excited because I've been talking about us returning to the gold standard for a long time. That's why HR 5404, I think it was, or 5405, House Resolution 5404, I think it was a something pushed forward from the Senate to return to the gold standard. And that's why 45 had recommended Dr. Judy Shelton to be over the United States Treasury, because she's a gold bug. They've been setting the stage. And I heard from Lynette Zhang from ITM Trading this morning. I was listening to her video. I don't know if she created it last night or this morning. And she was saying they always stage a war, WAR, before they, implement a new monetary system. So she said, this is staged. This is something they've been planning. Okay. And if you follow Bix Weir on Road, ROAD 2 T-O Ruta, ROOTA, roadtoruta.com. Bix Weir has been telling us that the good guys behind the scenes have been planning to destroy the fiat system anyway and then introduce the gold standard. So, gold bugs have been preparing us for this for a mighty long time. And I remember when I was telling people, because when I found out about this returning to the gold standard, I sound like a nut talking about HR 5404 and saying 45 was going to bring back the gold standard. And people were like, no, that's a relic. That's an old relic. Nobody cares about gold. Pruitt, you're crazy. You're insane. We told you. You're nuts. You're a white supremacist. You hate black people. You're not for the people. There's something wrong with you. You must want to be grabbed out of a JJ like your president number 45. I mean, people are Looney Tunes. Now, how about that? Now you see that Russia made an announcement to return to the gold standard, so everybody else will have to follow. Everybody else that's affiliated with Russia will have to follow, which means the whole world eventually is going to have to follow, because Xi from China, Putin from Russia, and 45 from America, they've been working together. I've said that from the beginning. They've been working together with the alliance, the white hats of the military worldwide, the Nasara white knights. They've all been working in alliance to get rid of the deep state and to return us to the gold standard. I keep saying the same thing over and over. 209 countries agreed to this behind the scenes. And they agreed to world peace. And they agreed to not only returning to the gold standard, but all of the countries' currencies will be 1-to-1 with each other. The exchange rate will be 1-to-1. Now, Lynette Zhang, I love you, honey, from ITM Trading. You're great. I love you. I follow you. But I got to question you about something you said. So this is Dr. Kia Pruitt. I just got a little question about your video, because I love you so much and I follow you. But what she did was she brought up a Zimbabwean Zim, and she said, this is a $10 trillion note. She said, I only spent $6 for this. She said, but it's worthless because of inflation. And she said, so it's, the fiat, our USD is just like this, worthless. And I get it. I get what she's saying. And girl, I love you. You the boss. You the only female really that I follow like that, other than Queen Ramana of Canada. Now that's my G right there. That girl. Now we need her in the United States, but that's another story. But Lynette, you said the Zim was worthless, but if it was really worthless, why you buy it? Because do you buy stuff that's worthless? Or were you sending us a code that the Zimbabwean Zim, the bond note, although it looks worthless now, it will revalue when they return to the gold standard? Because those of us who follow the Zimbabwean Zim, we know that they made an alliance with China a long time for China to help them drill and mine for the gold that's underground. And we know Zimbabwe the Great was the richest nation on the planet, allegedly, right? So when they mined the gold, not only did they make that plan, but they also agreed to return to a gold-backed financial system, leaving the SWIFT financial system, the deep state cabal system behind. So what happens is that bond note on the left right hand corner, for those of you who invested in the Zimbabwean ZIM currency, it's actually not a currency, it's a bond. And what it says at the top left is that it's a promise to pay the holder upon demand. So when you demand that you want this paid, that you want to get a return on your investment of this bond, they promise to pay you. Word is bond. This is a government bond note. So Miss Lynette Zhang, I love you, girl, but I think you need to rethink that. It looks worthless, but once Zimbabwe returned to the gold standard, honey, those people who have invested in that Zim bond note, they gonna be rich. So somebody asked me, Dr. Pruitt, if I don't have silver or gold right now, or I don't have, bond notes, how am I going to reap the benefits from this wealth transfer? Well, because of NASARA, the National Economic Security and Reformation Act, or JASARA, the Global Economic Security and Reformation Act, everybody worldwide will have up to $100,000 per month as an individual, each of us, in a non-interest bearing account for 11 years. Now, it's not going to accrue interest. So although you will become a millionaire automatically, and maybe even overnight when this occurs, you're not going to have interest. So you have to invest wisely. And then so that you're going to be okay for you and your posterity. So then the other question was, Why are you encouraging people to have silver and gold or even foreign currencies if we're all going to be rich? The reason is because it's only for 11 years. And you're going to get that because the deep state was making money off your birth certificate, trading it on the stock market, on New York Stock Exchange, making a whole lot of money. So you hear people classified as black and saying, oh, I'm a slave, I need reparations. No, baby, they enslaved the whole planet. So we're all going to receive reparations through Nasara. And they made money exchanging your trading your social security number, which is a bank account number. So listen, under Nasara, you will have money, but it's going to go into a non-interest bearing account. And that, honey, millions don't last forever. So if you desire to create wealth for you and your posterity, and your posterity is your lineage, it's your future generations, then you will invest in more money, right? And if you want to create humanitarian projects to help our seniors, to help the homeless, to help the orphans, oh my God, I'm just so happy to help the hungry. Oh, I'm so excited. Your investments will allow you to help the planet. It will allow you to help the children who were trafficked. Now, people have made fun of me and said, nobody's been trafficking children. But it's all in your face. That's why you had milk cartons in my day with faces of children on it saying, have you seen this child? They were trafficked by nefarious beings who enslaved the planet. Most of these people are not even human. They were extraterrestrial beings that had enslaved the entire planet, the globe, on this planet that we call Tiamat, Terra, Mother Nature, Earth, whatever you call her. But the Creator has returned, and our benevolent galactic brothers and sisters to redeem us, to bring us back to our natural state so we can ascend. We were supposed to ascend in the beginning, but some nefarious beings came here, they enslaved us, and they made it very difficult for us to ascend. They gave us poison in our food. They took the blood from the children and the humans, and they put it in our food. They put their flesh in our meats. They polluted the air with chemtrails, polluted the water. But the Galactic Federation is now cleansing the water and cleansing the air. So some of the things you see that were chemtrails, some of it is actually some other things that have been sprayed to neutralize that. The 5G towers that were supposed to harm us, that's been all neutralized by the Galactic Federation. The nuclear weapons, they were neutralized by the Galactic Federation of Worlds and the Galactic Federation of Beings. They have come to help us. The Creator is here. Remember the Bible and Revelations talk about 1,000 years that Satan will be bound and we will return to 1,000 years of peace. It's here. I'm so excited. Oh my God. Remember the Wizard of Oz? Did you know that I think she has red slippers? Did you know in the original story, her slippers were not red, but they were silver? And she was marching on the yellow brick road, which is gold. They were telling us a story that somebody was behind the scenes controlling things, a nefarious entity who was really a nothing. But we have the power within us, and the Creator is going to allow us to use silver and gold, which is considered God's money, to make it financially. So I'm encouraged. Gold has gone up and revalued to $2,055. And this is just the beginning, because when you look at the U.S. debt clock right now, and you look at the U.S. How much gold is worth, it's actually $20,000 if we were on a gold standard right now. So if you have gold, and once it revalue, and they have to revalue the gold to pay off all the debt, right? So based on the debt that we have now, if we had returned to the gold standard in order to pay off all the debt, gold needs to be revalued at $20,000 per ounce. And that's just the debt that they've told us about. What about the debt they haven't told us about? That means gold can revalue even higher. And gold, which is God's money and correlates to the sun or masculine energy, is the brother to silver. So if gold revalues, that means silver will revalue. And right now, silver looks like it has revalued at about, it only says like $26 an ounce if you look at what they show now. But on the debt clock, it says something like almost like 2,500, and they've suppressed that because it used to be 4,500 a few months ago. So all I'm saying is, once they stop suppressing the nefarious beings, the real gold and silver rate, it will revalue way more than what we can anticipate. So family, get your hands on some gold and silver. This is it. If you can't afford gold, get you some gold Aurum, A-U-R-U-M, gold Aurum notes. Look up gold dealers online. You got AppMax, you got Miles Franklin, you have JM Bullion, you have SD Bullion, you have Money's Metals, you have Great American Coin Company. There are lots of online dealers from which you can get gold Aurum notes or gold at $2,055 an ounce, when people I know, I mean, just a couple months ago was $1,800. How did it go up to $2,055 already? God, I'm so excited. So if you can't afford a whole ounce, which is not in my budget, you can get half an ounce, quarter of an ounce, tenth of an ounce, you know, something like that, or gold Aurum notes. I've gotten gold Aurum notes for just a couple bucks. So go to your online dealers, some of which I mentioned, or go, you know, Google it. Get you some silver. Silver's about $26 an ounce. That's the spot price. Plus the premium is a little over that. Premium prices on precious metals is the price above the spot price that the dealer charges you for doing business with them. And then you have a little taxes. So your silver might come about $30 an ounce, which is still not a lot. If that's not in your budget, get a half an ounce, get a quarter of an ounce, get a tenth of an ounce. You know, do whatever you can. If that's not in your budget, get sterling silver, which is 92% silver. Sterling silver jewelry, sterling silver silverware. If that's not in your budget, get some fractional silver, or get some constitutional silver, which they call junk silver, which are your pre-1965 coins that were made of silver. Those, I think, is 90% silver. There's a way, family. If that's not in your budget, hold on to your cars. Your catalytic converter is comprised of silver and palladium or platinum. Okay, hold on to your refrigerators, your appliances, your stove, your microwave oven, your washer and dryer, your solar panels. All that contains silver. So that's it. I just wanted to encourage you. The prices are increasing, which means the value is increasing, which means that they can't suppress it anymore. Thank you, Russia. Go, Russia, go. You did that. You did that ish by declaring you were moving to the gold standard. So this is our time, family. So so remember those in need. Now that the Creator is blessing us, remember those in need. Because, you know, the wealth might not funnel down to everybody right away. So those of you who get it, and especially if you get returns on your investment, on your silver, your gold, your foreign currencies, your Iraqi dinar, your Afghani money, your Indonesian rupiah, your India rupee, your Zimbabwean zim, your Vietnamese dong, what else is there? And in other currencies, some people invest in Venezuelan money, bolivares. If you get a good return on your investment, remember the homeless, the hungry, the children, the desolate, your indigenous peoples, your urban communities where people have been, you know, unfortunately suppressed the most or oppressed the most, your so-called bad neighborhoods. Go help them, because the more you do for others, the more the Creator does for you. I know you all know that. The fruit of your labor will be rewarded. And remember our seniors. In my conclusion, I have a senior who said, Kia, when in the next podcast, remind people about the seniors. She said, we don't get a lot in our retirement savings. And you know, the retirement sometimes is based on the stock market, based on how it's doing. And she said, when I retired, I didn't have a lot of money. She said, tell people, remember the seniors. We've paid into retirement and then we don't get a lot, and it's not even enough to live on. She said, that's why we have to downsize and move from a house to an apartment. We can't afford it. She said, people forget about the seniors and the vets. We don't have a lot of money. There's not a lot offered for us in terms of government assistance. And she said it's just so hard. And then when they increase the rents, when inflation is high, she said people like me, we can't even afford to keep up. Her rent went from $900 for a 1-bedroom to $1,300 like overnight. And she said, I can't afford to move out anywhere and ask somebody, can I rent a place from them? And yet I can't afford to stay here. But since I'm already here, I got to find a way. So remember your seniors, family. Remember everybody. But by the grace of God, there go you. Where we go one, we go all. We're all in this together. All so-called races, all colors. We've all been enslaved by nefarious beings, but the Creator is back to liberate us. And there are very important people working behind the scenes, very important indigenous people, very important empresses. The empress, they say, of the indigenous people called the Washita people that were here when Christopher Columbus came and colonized the planet. And some of the people, they say she's in hiding right now. So you have 45 and other people at the forefront working on behalf of the indigenous peoples here and all Americans here. So then some people say JFK Jr. is still alive. I will post a 1963 article that came out that say that JFK Sr. escaped the assassination attack and that he was still alive, and so was his son, who faked his death in order to manifest his father's desire to get rid of the deep state and the Federal Reserve banking system, which was just a cartel to enslave us. So much is going on, family. Stay encouraged. My mission in life is to help liberate the planet and to bring you joy, peace, prosperity, happiness, excitement, and help you to ascend to your highest state. Stay with me. We're all in this together. Where we go one, we go all. We're all going to ascend. I love you. This is Dr. Kia Pruitt signing off. Let's keep our vibrations high and let's help each other ascend. Peace, family. Just had to bring that good news. We are returning to the gold standard. Gold and silver are God's money. Get you some. And if you can't afford it right now, or if it's not in your budget right now, don't worry. When the SARA comes online, you'll be able to it might be paid in silver and gold, and if not, it might be paid in digital credits, or it might be paid in a new standard, a rainbow currency, which is backed by silver and gold, which is already in the banks right now. So you'll be able to get you some gold and silver, and we will help you. We will help bring you out of poverty. We will help bring the whole planet to a high vibrational state, because she is loving us. She's nurturing us. She is a sentient planet as well, and she cares about her people. I love you. I gotta go enjoy the rest of the day with my grandson. Hi, say hi, Amin Rai. Amin Rai is the God of the sun, right, Amin? Right. Peace, family. We love you. Mwah. Stay joyous. Bye.